Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Hello and welcome to Boom in Your Face, a platform for indie artists and musicians to come and share their new music or projects, as well as discuss topics about the music industry and the community at large. Boom in Your Face has two meanings. One is that boom in your face from the music that you're listening to. But the other boom in your face is when someone assumes the situation is one way and boom in your face is totally wrong and something totally different. So on occasion, we discuss those boom in your face moments, so watch out that someone might be you. Listeners, if you'd like to share your boom in your face music or projects, or share your boom in your face moments, or just want to join us in the conversation, reach out and email me at boominyourface616@gmail.com or visit the website and sign up for the newsletter, like, subscribe, and share the episodes. I'm your host, Mary Kearney. Welcome.
Hi.
How's that better?
That is much better. You see, you got to watch my 5 pre-interview points. And one of them is make sure you press record, but I'm going to add and make sure you turn on your mic.
Make sure you turn on the microphone. Yes, that's a solid point there. Today? Good. How are you?
I'm doing well in this sunshiny state of Florida that we both enjoy.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That was nice being down there last week. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. It's always a great thing when we all gather together, like-mindedness, and just swap stories, collaborate, and, just move forward as a unity.
Right on.
I want you to introduce to everybody who you are, what you do, and how they can reach you.
Sure. So my name is Joe Rubin, and I am part of mopod.com, and we help promote podcasts. We work with some of the biggest podcasts out there, driving growth to the most amazing shows out there. And we work with some of the smallest podcasts out there. We have an independent platform for small independent podcasts that lets new upcoming podcasts use the same technology and everything that we've built for these big corporate enterprise podcasts and use it for their small podcasts and eat our own cooking, so to speak. We have our own podcast as well that we work hard on, and we make sure we test all of our different ads and everything that we're doing, all of our technologies. We test on our own podcast first. It's called Friday Night Karaoke, and it's taken up a life of its own. It's a ton of fun. We get just amazing talented singers on there, and that's become sort of our own podcast that has grown into more than just a test bed, but into really just a really cool podcast.
Well, that's awesome. Now, you went over the name a little bit quick, so I want you to slow it down so everybody can catch it, because I know what it is, you know what it is, but we want them to know how to get to you. And so what's the name of the podcast again?
Sure. The podcast is called Friday Night Karaoke.
There you go.
And it's on all of the major platforms, Apple, Spotify. You can check it out. Also on Facebook, we have a Facebook group. So if you'd like to sing, you like to do karaoke, check us out at Facebook. If you go to Friday Night Karaoke, you can join the group right there. And it's a lot of fun. We have probably almost 13,000 members now. It's incredibly active. It is a positive group. It is commercial free. It is gimmick free. It is negativity free. We try to keep everything just fun and about the music, and it's a great group. I love it.
That's wonderful. I mean, that's what it should be about, because the music genre and music in general is just about bringing people together, sharing thoughts and experiences that people have, and just hope people connect and relate to what you're singing about. And you'll be surprised, like you already have been, about how many talented, gifted people there are out here. And
there's a lot.
That have been unheard, unsung, right? So, I mean, so absolutely. That's why we exist, because we're trying to give coverage to people that don't traditionally get that kind of shine.
Agreed. You think karaoke, you're thinking, drunk in a bar, kind of a bad singer, right? We all do it. But some of the talent that we have on here is mind-blowing, amazing. I'm surprised that these people do not have recording contracts.
I understand.
Some of these people, the talent level is just off the charts.
Yeah, exactly. So now you said you do it on Fridays. What time?
Well, so each week what we do is we pick a new theme. This week coming up is going to be love, obviously, Valentine's week. So all the love songs. So everybody's gonna be singing a whole pile of sappy love songs. It's gonna be great. And then what we do is at the end of the week, we pick a few that are that go with sort of the love theme that we think are just a cool mix of songs that people would appreciate listening to as a podcast. And me and my buddy Mike, who is also my co-founder in in Mopod.
Okay.
It's also the co-host of our Friday Night Karaoke podcast, and
There you go.
we jump on and we drink a little bit of whiskey and laugh and have a good time and tell some stories and then play these amazing artists just one after the next, and with a little bit of banter in between, and just show off the talent that we have. Some of these people are, like, I keep saying it, but mind-blowing talent.
I understand. Now, see, your format is similar to what I have done in person. So you're doing it virtually, but before COVID, I was doing it like every month. I was doing a big showcase and bringing all those artists up to show their talents, because you want them to be heard and be seen. But what you're doing is awesome, and definitely a great help for a lot of people, and it's giving people an avenue and a platform.
Yeah, no, it's really cool that bringing people up like what you did before COVID. That's actually one of the reasons why we started the online group, was because we enjoyed doing karaoke. It'd be fun. We'd go out after an event or a meeting or something, and whatever it is, and just take a few people out and have a good time. And we found that we weren't able to do that during COVID like everybody else. And we said, all right, let's do it on Facebook. Let's try a Facebook group. And at first I wasn't sold on it at all, and I was like, I'm not doing this. But we set it up, and it was just a few of us. We started inviting some people, and then it was like 3 people, 4 people. Then all of a sudden it just started snowballing, and thousands of people signed up, and it's been fantastic. It's probably 2 years now, and really, really cool. We've had some competitions. We have giveaways each week. It's just been a ton of fun.
Oh, congratulations, and good for you.
Thanks.
We need more like you. I love to hear stories about people that are out there trying to help artists, creatives of all kinds get an opportunity to really speak and show off their beautiful craft.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to do anyone good in the shelf, in the drawer, and recording, or somewhere, unseen, unheard.
You know what? Specifically, those stories are the ones that I love, because people would join the group and then not sing anything for a while. They would just join the group and click like on songs, maybe comment, hey, nice job, but not post a song. And then all of a sudden, like a month later, they would post a song and be like, all right, I've watched you all sing, and now I want to jump in, and here's my first song, and be nice, right? And everyone's of course nice anyway, but and then you hear this person singing, it's like your shower, your shower singing, that this is your first time singing in public. Like, that's amazing. Like, you've never done any singing ever like this. This is fantastic. And it is incredible that some of these people
just be mind-blowing.
Yeah, it is. They watch around for a while, and they find like, all right, I'm going to do this. When and then they finally do it. Yeah.
So you must absolutely, you and your partner, have people feel safe to be able to open up, because when you're a creative person, you're very sensitive about your work, your creative process, and all those type of things. So in order for people to really feel comfortable with you, you have to make them feel safe. And evidently you're doing a great job at that, you and your partner.
We do. And, I don't want to take, it's not just me and my partner. Yes, we started it, but we have our admins that have joined our Facebook group. And we saw people who were really active in the group and that really would take a liking to this. And we brought them in as moderators. So they watch it. They watch, make sure everybody's being nice, make sure everybody's being friendly. And rarely do we have to all of a sudden, give somebody the boot because they're, not being cool. Like, like we're not trying to, bring anybody down here. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. Like, go for those old school rules, right?
Keep it to yourself. If it's not nice, positive and people.
And this is people's, it's a
vulnerability.
The world is rough, and to come in here and just be like, hey, I get to sing, everybody, gives me a high five virtually, right? And he says nice things, like, this is a cool escape from the rest of the world.
Exactly. And that's the whole point, is escapism.
Yeah.
Because, just like you're saying, that the world is hard. It's very hard. It's difficult at times. Sometimes we have great seasons, because everything comes in seasons. So some seasons are so fantastic and marvelous, you can't believe the luck,
right?
Or the blessing, I should say.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of times that you're really struggling through. And so when you have an opportunity to really go into a space where you feel safe and you can express yourself the way you normally wouldn't in your everyday life, that is a great thing. So just by you opening up the door, then now you have moderators, and then it's going to grow further than that, but you still are building a community.
It's a great community. Like, the people, like, they've hit they're friends, like they become friends on Facebook as well as just being in the group. So,
Right.
you know, if I post something about, hey, it's my kid's birthday or something like that, all of a sudden I get all these like happy birthdays from
Right.
members of the group, which is really cool. And it's been like people just have made some good friendships there, in addition to, you know, getting out there and getting a chance to sing. So it's been pretty cool.
Even though people feel like they're in their own bubble, but everybody wants to connect. So anytime people feel like they can connect with others, you're going to see that, because we're all looking to connect, but in a positive way and in a safe way. And so that's the real thread that pulls the groups that grow into large communities, is about people that really connect and they feel safe and they feel good and they're happy about walking away from it. You know what I mean? And they got the support group going.
It is, and it's really cool. And when you say, you know, people connecting from all over the place, it really is all over the place. It's every walk of life that, you know, you'd meet in America that maybe would not normally live in the same town or hang out with each other or be friends or like anything, and they're all like supportive of everybody, all different music genres, everybody that like I've heard music sounds. I'm like I've never heard this song before. How cool is that? Like I got, you know, experience to hear somebody singing that so cool, and a song that I probably never would have listened to, you know. And it's cool to see that. It's cool to see that, you know, that you know, like I mentioned, you know, Earth is hard, right? You know, it's like this is, and to go on here and see everybody just getting along and high-fiving, encouraging everybody, and taking all the BS of everyday life out of it. It's really cool.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Well, to your credit, I'm a part of your group now. I joined your group right away when I saw what your culture was about, because I'm very particular about groups I join because of those things. So when I see that it's something positive, building the community, enlarging and expanding, I'm all for it.
All right, so what are you singing? What are you going to sing? I need to know.
You said,
what's your go-to song? Yeah, what are you going to do?
Oh my goodness, let me see. My go-to song of all time is As Yet, and by Stevie Wonder.
Okay, nice.
Now, will I sing that tune? That's something else.
All right.
But you know what? I'll throw it out there for all the ones that do the craft to perfection. To go in and put that song out there and let us hear it.
It's that's a classic. That's a good challenge to throw down there. That would be nice. Exactly. But so
that's a perfect that's a boom in your face. That's a perfect Valentine's Day song. Talking about love.
You got the right week. Yeah.
There you go. See
nice.
How many people can sing that song and do it well?
Oh, yeah, that's two separate challenges right there, right? So I know I could not.
Exactly. There you go. You just keep going with it.
Well, I'm glad that you joined the group. That's awesome, and I can't wait to hear you sing, because you got to put something up there now. So
something to be up there. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna be that person that's watching and feeling.
Okay.
And then when the comfortability comes in, boom,
you'll be there.
I'll sing it to you.
Nice. Yeah. So
to the world, let them know.
Yeah, you gotta. It's it's too much fun. I sing there occasionally. I mean, you know, busy.
Okay, what's your go-to song?
Go-to song. My most recent song was from Grease. You're the one that I want. I did the Travolta part of that, the John Travolta one.
Old school heart.
Oh yeah, so I did that. So I like a couple. I like fun songs. I like things. I like rock. I like some punk. I like you know, country. So I mix it up a little bit and try to sing things that are in my range where I'm not like, you know, hurting myself.
So you have a favorite Elvis song since you said country, or Willie Nelson?
I've Elvis for sure. I've definitely done a couple of Elvis songs on there.
Oh, you want to give me a few bars right now?
Which one should I do?
Okay, marinate on that.
Yeah. But
I see you got the superhero shirt on.
I do. Super Mario. Yeah.
Oh yes. See, everything is a little timed. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know that all these hints give us age links to our age.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm a big.
You're just a creature of habit. That's what it is.
I'm just a big man child. That's the reality of the fact. So yeah. So no, I like old school video games, comic books, the fun things. I have some cool comic books I've collected, and so you know, and I'm big into superheroes and Marvel and DC and all about that. So that's always a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't think of a good Elvis song that I want to sing. This is horrible. We're gonna have to
listen. I'm only gonna let you shine. I would never put nothing that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable about talking with me. That's what it's about. It's about being safe when you want to talk to people.
All right. You know what? Just popped in my head. It's not Elvis, but I'll sing something. You feel
all right? Go ahead.
Ready? I'll sing one thing. So I do. No, it's not Elvis.
It's not an Elvis song.
No. So I'm sure you've seen Nemo, like the
Of
Finding Nemo song,
course.
right? So somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands, is the ships that go sailing.
All right, bravo. Now I love that. I love people that are willing to just jump out there and just do it when they call to the carpet, to the mic.
I know. I had like
Go
that.
ahead.
I had the what's the like brain
Go ahead.
fart, right? Like before. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything to sing. I should
Yeah.
have prepared one. I should have. That's my bad.
Oh, you didn't have to prepare for it. I mean, you already prepared. You're living. You understand? Every day you live preparing for something else in life. So,
Right.
it's just about growth.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, okay.
Well,
So,
yeah.
tell me about,
So,
when you get on,
Mhm.
how do you select people to sing?
Well, everybody posts their own songs, so they
Okay.
sing whatever they want to sing. So, like I mentioned, we do like a theme of the week. So, 1 week is Country Week, 1 week is 80s Week, 1 week is so we give them a theme of the week every week, and then everybody just picks a song. We give some examples, like, hey, here would be a couple of good country songs and 80s songs, whatever, and then they just post whatever they like. So for the podcast, we kind of just pick things that sound good, that are recorded well, that will sound good on a podcast, that kind of fit with the theme of the week and kind of go with the flow. Like there's 80 songs that are in the 80s, but maybe I have no real good memory of that song, or like maybe
or it might
a
have been a
podcast. Just because it was in that decade doesn't mean like I want to play it. Somebody sang it, fantastic, but like I want to hear something that's a little more maybe cliche 80s, you know what I mean? Something where it's like, oh yeah, that's 80s right there. That's pure 80s. That says it all over. So we'll pick things that like just sort of really speak to the week that of the theme that we're doing. So that's kind of how we pick it. Okay. And sometimes people just record their own songs. So they're playing the guitar as well, or piano, or something like that. And we have a couple people who are really talented musicians outside of just singing. So it's it's a cool mix of folks that are on there.
Do you have people come on sometimes to speak to the artists, to give them, little tips and stuff like that?
Yeah. So occasionally we get to bring on some rock stars and have them as special guests, where they listen to these amateur singers and comment on it and be like, oh, that they give their thoughts and feedback on all the songs. And it's actually really cool, like when you think about it, to have almost like television, American Idol sort of style, where you get to get up there and sing in front of an actual rock star. So that's been a lot of fun. We have a few more people lined up for this year as well, where we're doing that. But that was really cool doing that.
Oh, you got to give some like sneak peeks and previews of who's to come. You got to do that in order to get people excited about who's coming. But even though every week everyone that comes is a special guest,
everyone's a rock star. Oh, exactly. Everyone's a rock star. And on the podcast, it's really cool because you're singing a song and then like people can hear you on Spotify. So that's freaking cool by itself. But but occasionally having a rock star listen and comment on your song, that's
exactly cool. To have that access to someone that's lived it.
Yes.
Trying to go. Of course, it's always important to have somebody that has experienced it. Try to give you some insight to it.
Agreed. Agreed.
So we went over the time. I didn't get the time that you usually start off, even though you said that it hasn't been every Friday. But when it has been the Fridays that what time do you normally begin?
So we'll usually try to record it on Thursday night and then release the next week's thing on like Friday during the day. So
so that's how,
yeah. And but say my business partner, my co-host moved to Japan recently. So it's been a little difficult in scheduling that at a time, because
time, the distance.
Yeah, and so what we always enjoyed was kind of the thing was we'd both crack open a bottle of whiskey and try to drink a bunch of that during the show, and it's a little difficult when I'm drinking whiskey and he's like, I just had my orange juice and coffee, and it's 7 a.m. Yeah, so. It's a weird 14-hour time difference right now, so it's been
I got
a little bit of a challenge on that, but we're figuring it out.
All you gotta do is figure the time that's in between, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
The 14 cut into 7, and whatever the 7-hour difference is what time y'all just schedule.
Yeah, both do it. It's tough though. It's
it's not as easy. Life happens and life exists.
Yeah,
so agreed. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that besides just try to work with whatever comes your way.
Yeah, but anyone, regardless of that, you can post songs 24 hours a day. We got people all over the world as members. So people, posting songs from New Zealand at my 3 o'clock in the morning, they're wide awake singing, and so people are posting 24 hours a day on FNK. It's really cool. Yeah,
I know you never thought it would be that way when you first started, that people around the world would really even tap in and start giving their craft to you to do what you may to get them out there.
Definitely not. Like I mentioned, we started the group, during the pandemic, so people were joining, and all of a sudden, just seeing people take a liking to it has been fantastic.
Right.
It's really cool that we got to put this together, and it's sort of taken on a life of its own. There's people who are doing duets and singing just constantly with other people. It's a really cool group, and when a group can sort of take on a life of its own and doesn't need us to sort of steer it every single day, that's when it's a success. When people are really enjoying it, where they're taking sort of pride and ownership in it, and want that to be their group, that's how we know it's a success.
Exactly.
The members there are just
working.
Yeah, are fantastic. Like, we don't need to sit there and try to force it. Yeah. Obviously, we love being part of it, so we're happy to be active. But if I disappeared for a week, like, because I had, for whatever, like, it wouldn't be like, oh, it collapsed because you didn't force this upon everybody. Like, everybody loves it.
Right. Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about some things, because we're right here in the same area.
Well, I'm not.
Take this virtual into reality, into in person, try to see what we could do about that.
It was great to do. I got family down there. I got a chance to say hi to my folks, and but that event, that after party went to, so we just we try to mix in what we're doing as far as podcast promotion, and of course we love the whole karaoke thing, so that seems to be like a really cool sort of mix where we can get both of those involved.
It was a perfect marriage. How about that?
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah,
and I got to sing on stage. That was a lot of fun, and it was a good time.
It was. I caught a lot of y'all on camera.
Nice. So
So some shorts for that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
But I mean, it was great because everybody let their hair down, like we know happens. Get out of their inhibitions. And it just was really just enjoying the night, enjoying the moment, enjoying just being collectively together.
Agreed. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
And I got a chance to meet independent podcasts, which was our goal, for the business. So for business wise, it wasn't just a party. It was a great party. It was a lot of fun, but we met some really cool potential partners there, and different podcasts that we could work with on the Mopod side. So that was it was a good event for that too, and when you go somewhere and it's like, all right, mission accomplished, we met some good people, I got some good follow-ups, and so that was a big part of what we were looking for, and it worked.
So let me ask you this question: out of all the people that you've had and through your experience, what is one or two things you can just think off the top of your head that you can give or suggest to an artist that's scared, afraid, and just need encouragement?
Sure. So I would say two things that I would recommend for artists who want to get out there but are just too afraid to do it. And this might sound easier said than done, but just do it. Just get over your fears and do it. Even if it's just once, even if you feel like you're going to get up there and maybe throw up right before you walk onto stage, and just make it happen just one time to see if you want to do this ever again, right? Because you do it once, you're in front of a few people that you're friendly with, or people that you don't even know, and you messed up, just so you're bombed on stage. I mean, I've seen plenty of people that just, you forget their lines, forget the words, it just happens. It happens to professional artists as well. You see people that they start off singing, and and they're on the wrong song. Oh my God. And you see them have to start over again. Okay. Well, it happens all the time during live concerts and performances from even the biggest rock stars out there. So just get up there, try it, and just get over your fears and do it. And if you hate it, if you absolutely hate it, you never have to do it again, but at least
Right.
I think that's
the experience.
Yeah. Be prepared, make sure you just kind of go over it in your head first, the words, so at least you know what you're doing. And really at the end of the day, and I've told this to so many people who've about to get on stage, you might just need a little shot of whiskey before you jump up there, just to have a little bit of liquid courage going through your system right before you get on stage. I do it. I mean, not that I need it, but I like it, but I mean, but when I first started out, it was like, I'm a little nervous on stage here. It's a little daunting for me. I didn't like public speaking when I was younger. I was very nervous, terrified about getting up there in front of my class in high school. I remember I could, oh man, it was made me crazy. I couldn't do it. And I remember one time I was reading, it was a public speaking class, and I had all these notes on the little 3x5 index cards, and I had all my stuff. And I got up on stage and I was nervous, and I'm reading it, and I like flicked off the card and it fell on the floor after I got the next one. And I just kept flicking the cards off, and the kids started laughing, and it became like just an amusing thing that I was doing there. And it made the speech go so much better. And I remember that after that, I'm like, damn, that was easy. All I had to do is just like smile, make something funny, and make it personable, and do something a little gimmicky. And after that, it was easy. I just I got home that day and just it was like an epiphany, in my head about I could totally do this, because beyond just the index cards, the speech was fine. I just had to get over myself and not look like I was nervous and ready to pass out or throw up on stage there. I just had to be confident, and that changed my entire outlook and everything I do. And after that, I mean, I've been on stage hundreds of times since then. And it's been a lot of fun, just because I act like I've done this before, and I'm a pro, and I know what I'm doing, and I'm confident, and I just walk up there like that, and people just assume that I'm going to be good, and I know what I'm doing. And I think that's, sort of fake it till you make it sort of thing. But maybe it's something you just got to try. You just got to do it. Go up there and be like, all right, I'm doing it.
Yeah, exactly. The key is to be, like you're saying, be a storyteller. Tell a story, a personal story to break down the ice. And then you got to be humorous in a way so you get people engaged, because everybody comes into a room with their life, right? Mm-hmm. So when you come into the room and you are the person that they're looking at, they're waiting for you to take them out of their head.
Right.
So
agreed.
Mm-hmm. So you break a story, get it personal, tell them how goofy you are, just like they are. And then you broke the ice and you're in.
And everyone there is just like that. Everyone in the room is just like, I mean, there's some people who just have no fear about anything. So not that guy, but everyone else is just like that, where they're like, I'm a little nervous about getting on stage, and I don't want to embarrass myself and look stupid in front of the rest of the room here. So don't feel like, you are the one that's all alone like that. Like, everyone's like that.
Millions of people suffer from that performance anxiety.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. So I want to thank you for coming on and spending this time with me. And before we leave, I want you to tell again your podcast, how they can reach you, and any words of wisdom you want to throw out there additional to what you've given.
I think I'm all out of wisdom. I mean, I don't have a lot. I just have a little bit, just a couple of facts. And I think I gave you all. However, for a few things, I'll do some plugs. Yeah. So Friday Night Karaoke. If you go to Facebook groups, or you just go to Facebook and type in Friday Night Karaoke, you'll find the group. It is free to join. You can join anytime and just post songs as often as you like. So check that out. We'd love to have you. It's negativity free. So keep it positive, keep it fun, all about the music. Don't post it. It'll just get booted off. Keep it fun. That's Friday Night Karaoke. If you have a podcast and you'd like to learn about some of what we do on the business side, check us out at mopod.com, MOWPOD.com. And even if you aren't ready to do anything, it's not a hard pitch, just check us out, see what we do. The website's a lot of fun. We have some cool things on there, some cool information on there, and just some fun stuff. We try to keep business fun and enjoy doing it. We try not to be very stuffy. We try to have a good time with it. And it shows, I think that's the point that we're getting across there. And we love the industry that we're in with podcasting. We met some of the coolest people. We met you. We met so many other amazing podcasters. So that's always a lot of fun. Check us out there at mopod.com or check us out at Friday Night Karaoke on Facebook, and wherever you listen to podcasts, just type in Friday Night Karaoke and give us a nice review. Yeah. What is that? Oh, yeah. Smash that subscribe button and click like, write us a nice review, do all that if you'd like. But otherwise, just listen to some music and enjoy.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe, for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Listeners, I want to thank you again for joining me for another episode of Boom in Your Face. Please remember to support the podcast on the website. As a reminder, if you'd like to share your Boom in Your Face music or share your Boom in Your Face moments, or just want to join in the conversation, reach out and email me at boominyourface616@gmail.com. or visit the website and sign up for the newsletter and share your stories. I'm your host, Mary Kearney. Be blessed. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. ready.